Welcome back to Misick Field at Roberts Stadium in a scintillating home opener, regular season opener for the Princeton University Tigers alongside Renee Washington. I'm Jeff O'Connor. 2-1 in favor of the Princeton University Tigers. And with that, we'll check down on the field right now with the star of the game, and that was Nico Nee. Had a hand in both goals, played a whale of a game. Nico, congratulations on the assist, the goal, and more importantly, the victory. Can you describe the adrenaline through this one? Because it was physical basically the whole game. It got chaotic in the second half, and it was at a fever pitch there.
I mean, yeah, like obviously we had good performances, but at the end of the day, it's a team effort, and we all just fight through it. At one point, we had 4 people cramp on the field. I cramped on the field, and I come back in, and you just got to grind through it. Like, you got to help your team and everything.
And Nico, that's a gritty team win. Can you talk to us about how encouraging it is and what this means to start the season off with a win like this?
Yeah, I mean, we only had 2 weeks coming into this, so obviously we're going to have to grind it out. And we got a tough game with Duke again, so we're just going to keep moving forward and look onto that.
Nico, can you walk us through your penalty kick and kind of how it works? You know, the mind game, being able to make sure you strike it well. What are you thinking, and what's kind of the plan of execution, if you can walk it to us, to the people at home?
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, you know where you're taking it the second you get on the field. Like, once you step on this field, you have it in your mind that if I get a pen during this game, this is where I'm putting it. And I had that during practices. I was hitting them there. And once you get on the field, you're just executing that.
And Nico, you step up today. A number of your teammates do as well. Log big minutes and really show what the change of this Tigers program is about. What is it about this group that you saw, the fight that you've seen from this group, that's going to make you guys special this season?
I just think that we have a really good group and everyone is bought in. Like, there's no man that wants to do well for himself without putting the team first. And I think that's really important in college soccer when everything comes down to the final seconds, where even down a man, they're able to put us on our back heel. So you just got to play for the team, and everyone was bought in.
Nico, congratulations on the victory. We'll see you Monday.
Thank you.
That's Nico Nee. Goal and an assist for him. The penalty kick goal was the one that ended up being the victory for the Tigers. There was a red card down on the field that put Rutgers down to players. We welcome you back inside the booth here alongside Renee Washington. I'm Jeff O'Connor. And they pulled one back and made it a 2-1 victory. But, Renee, you're trying to see where the Tigers are at this year. They're picked to finish middle in the pack. Didn't like where they finished last year. But you go like this, I imagine there's no easing in process. You're just going right after it, and perhaps maybe a tone setter for the season.
Definitely a tone setter, and it doesn't get any easier from here facing number 3 Duke on Monday. But just to see a game like this is game 1. Most teams, when they start, they're trying to get their legs going. They're trying to figure things out. But Princeton came out from the opening whistle on the front foot, playing aggressive, get a tremendous win at home. And if this is how you're starting, fantastic way to kick off the season.
Let's take a look at the highlights from today's action. And there was a lot going on, Renee, and really, we saw the Tigers get after it early. They scored in the first 11 minutes. It was Daniel Ittycheria who got the tally in a great play. But really, Rutgers, they fell behind. They were behind most of this game and 2-0 at that. But they were the ones who were really forcing the issue for the majority of this game.
That goal feels so long ago as Daniel Ittycheria slides to celebrate putting his team up first. I mean, it was Princeton early, and then it was Rutgers. And Rutgers really answered back big. Set pieces, we saw a number of players just stepping up for them across their lineup. Ian Abbey, one of the names that comes to mind. Cole Sotak, another, just really putting the pressure on. But how about the game Nico Nee had? This is what sets up the penalty kick. Draws defenders, some nifty footwork, able to work around the Scarlet Knights, and then the composure there. Takes a deep breath, buries it, finishes, celebrates with Daniel Ittycheria, and gives his team the 2-0 lead. And it felt like this game may be out of reach, but not at all. Rutgers answered back. Matthew Acosta, that's a man down. They're a player down, and they get a goal to make things interesting. And that was the scary chance at the end that nearly tied this one up. But how about the win for Princeton?
There was one other play right there as well in the cramping where everybody was just chaotic there. Rutgers really, in the second half especially, just give you the numbers for the second half here as well. You see the full number is going to just kind of break that down to lay it out there and really scope this one out. The full-time stats presented by Ironworkers Local 399, local skilled craftsmen who are building Princeton's future. You see the final numbers, but in the second half, the shot attempts were 15-7 for Rutgers. Shots on goal were 5-2. The corners were 8-1. I mean, they were coming at the Tigers hard, but when the Tigers did have their stretches, they did cash in, and that perhaps may be the theme going forward of opportunistic. After last year, we saw some tough bounces go their way and some tough games go by the wayside. Opportunistic strikes early in this one and in the second half in key moments when they were fighting the pace of the contests.